Hello everyone. Hello guys. Hello everyone. Welcome to Infinite Floating Stocks. In this session, I'm going to talk about derivatives. Okay. So derivatives are related to futures and options segment. I mean, this concept is related to futures and options segment. So before knowing about futures and options, you need to know what is a derivative. Okay. It's a small concept. You need to know about it before onboarding onto futures and options segment. Okay. So I am Venkat, and in this session, I'm going to help you understand about derivatives. Okay. All right. Welcome to Infinite Floating Stocks. And yes, let's start. All right. These are the contents for today's session. So I'm going to talk about what is derivative, and also I'm going to talk about what is a derivative contract. Okay. Give some attention to this word. It's a contract. Okay. So I'm going to explain about derivative and derivative contracts in some time. Okay. And I'm going to also talk about different types of derivatives that are available in the market. Okay. There are four different types of derivatives that are available in the market, but we trade on only two types of derivatives. Okay. So keep that excitement. I'm going to reveal what are those four different types of derivatives which are available, and among those four, why do we choose only two types of derivatives? I mean, why market provide only two types of derivatives? Okay, so I'm gonna answer all these questions a bit later. Okay, all right. So what is a derivative? It's simple. Let's get on to other slide. I'm gonna show you the simple definition of derivative, then I'm gonna explain about the derivative with real time life with real life example. Okay, all right. Derivative is nothing but it derives its value from underlying asset. I repeat, this is a definition of derivative. Derivative is nothing but it derives its value from underlying asset. Okay. uh, I know that most of the people got confused about what is value and what is underlying asset and all this. Okay, no problem, no problem. I'm going to explain this with very good example so that you everyone will get understand what is value and what is underlying asset and what is deriving its value from underlying asset. Okay, I'm going to explain it with example. Okay, here comes the example. Now imagine that you want to go to Goa. Okay, you want to go to Goa with your friends and you wanted to attend uh beach party. I mean, new year beach party in Goa. Okay, imagine that you wanted to go to Goa along with your friends on 31st December, and you wanted to attend new year beach party event in Goa. Okay, so for that that event, I mean, that event manager or that event management portal has opened online tickets for that event on 1st December. I repeat, you wanted to go to Goa with your friends and attend New Year beach party event on 31st December, but the event management company has opened tickets for that event on 1st December itself. So there is 31 days gap between now there is 31 days gap. Okay, tickets are opened on on 1st December, and event is on 31st December. That's New Year party event. Okay, now now imagine that the price of the ticket is only 3,000 rupees per person. I repeat, the price of ticket is 3,000 rupees for one person on 1st December in online portal. Okay, now you wanted, like I told, you wanted to go to Goa with your friends. So before doing that, you need to get confirmations from all your friends. Suppose imagine that you had a gang of 10 people and you wanted to visit Goa with that gang of people of 10 people. Okay, with that gang of 10 people. Now uh, I mean, you need to get some sort of permissions and some sort of, I mean, approvals from your parents before visiting Goa, right? So imagine that among those 10 people, you didn't get confirmation till December 15th. Imagine that your friends are having discussions with their families, and your friends are having, I mean, your friends are trying to convince their parents to visit Goa for this New Year party event. Okay, so during meanwhile, during, I mean, convincing their parents took your friends 15 days. Okay. So from December 1st, your friend started asking their parents, and the other friend also started asking their parents, and they tried to recommend, they try to, uh, they are trying really, imagine that they are trying really hard to convince their parents. So it took them 10 to 15 days. Okay. So now we are on December 16th. I repeat, event is on December 31st, but online portal opened tickets for that event on 1st December, and they told that price of the ticket is 3000. Now, uh, because your parent, because your friends took time to convince their parents, so we are 10 days ahead now. Now imagine that today is December 15th or 16th. Okay, 15. Your friends took 15 days to convince their parents. Okay, now on December 16th, you wanted to book your tickets. Okay, but you saw that the tickets are sold out. Yes. It's kind of a, uh, i mean it's like heartbroken situation, right? You really wanted to go to Goa with your friends, you want to chill out, but after getting all the approvals from your parents, and you suddenly saw that tickets are sold out in online portal. Okay, I know that's a disappointing situation, but yes, let's go with our example. I'm going to explain you about what is derivative and what is underlying asset and all those things. Okay, so on December 16th, you saw that tickets in online portal are sold out. Okay, now you really wanted to go to that event, you don't want to skip that event, so you try to check, you try to take ticket from some gray market or black market. Okay, for example, you get everything in black. For example, if you want to go to a movie, if you don't get movie in online, you generally go to the ticket counter, or if you don't find tickets in ticket counter, you try to buy those movie tickets in black market. Similarly, for this event also, you found some contact, and you try to verify the price with in the black market, and that black market price, ticket price is 4000 rupees. Ticket price was 3000 in online on December 1st, but in December 16th, because tickets got sold out in online, and you wanted to buy the ticket in black market, so you verified the price of ticket in black market, and you got to know that the price of ticket is 4000 now. So it's 1000 difference, right? But imagine that 4000 is really huge amount for you, and you don't want to really spend 4000 on it to buy a ticket. Okay, so you try to find some other ways to attend that event, but you wanted to buy the ticket at 3000 only. Okay, so for now now you started to find some contacts to talk to event manager. For example, uh, imagine that that event manager is your neighbor's friend's uncle, someone. Okay, you really wanted to talk to that event manager and say him that you really wanted to attend that event, but the tickets in online are sold out, and you don't want to buy the ticket in black market because the price of the ticket in black market is 4000, but the ticket was only 3000 in the online. And I mean imagine that you are having all these talks with that event manager. You found contacts regarding the event manager, and imagine that you are having talks with the event manager saying that you don't want to buy the ticket for 4000, but you really wanted to go. Okay, so because of those contacts, imagine that event manager wanted to give you the ticket for only 3000, for the price which they have kept in the online. For 3000 only, event manager want to give you the ticket. Now, for that, he directly can't give you the ticket. Okay, but he tried to give you a recommendation letter saying that this person or this gang should be given all the tickets for 3000 only. He will write a letter on that. He'll write a letter and he'll put a signature, and he'll give that letter to this person. Imagine that after having talks, event manager wanted to give you the ticket for 3000 only, but he can't give you ticket directly. Instead, he gave you a recommendation letter saying that all this gang or this or for this person or for that person, the ticket should be given for 3,000 only. It's a recommendation letter by event manager, and that letter is signed by event manager. Okay. Now, what will you do to buy the ticket for 3,000 rupees? You need to take this letter and you need to go to Goa and show the tick. And I mean, I'm so sorry. You need to show that letter. You need to take this recommendation letter and you need to go to Goa and you need to show that recommendation letter in the ticket counter and take the ticket for 3,000 instead of 4,000. Okay. So now you are getting ticket for 3,000 only because of that recommendation letter. Okay. Now this recommendation letter can be called as derivative. I repeat, now this recommendation letter can be called as derivative because it is deriving its value from underlying asset. Underlying asset is ticket here. When the ticket price is 4,000 in black market, but you are getting it for 3,000 only because of this letter. I repeat, when the ticket price is 4,000 in black market, you are getting the ticket for 3,000 only because of this recommendation letter. So the value of the letter is 1,000 rupees here. Okay. I repeat, the value of the letter is 1,000 rupees here because the current ticket price is 4,000 rupees in black market, but you are getting the ticket for 3,000 only because of this recommendation letter. So that recommendation letter signed by the director or manager of the event, that letter is having 1,000 rupee value. So that value is derived from the ticket price, right? So that letter can be called as derivative in our example. Okay. So if you are still unclear with this example, uh, I'll be explaining you about this again in further slides. Okay. Let's look at the slides now. All right. Here comes the example. So suppose you wanted to go to Goa New Year Sunburn party. Okay, that's what I told. And the quoted ticket price is 3,000 rupees. Yes. And the event is on 31st December. I already told you that you wanted to attend New Year party event, which is on 31st December. And the quoted ticket price is 3,000 in online. Okay. Now, event manager allowed public to book tickets from December 1st. Okay. Now you were thinking to go there with your friends, but you didn't get confirmation from them till December 15th. Okay. Because I mean, it took 15 days for your friends to convince their parents. Okay. So meanwhile, the tickets in the online, which are for 3,000, are sold out. Okay. Now suddenly on 16th December, you saw that tickets are sold out in online and you really wanted to attend the party. Okay. So now you try to verify the ticket price. I mean, you try to buy ticket in gray market, which is also called as black market, at the ticket counter in Goa. Okay. Now gray market ticket price is 4,000, which is nothing but, I mean, 4,000 is a ticket price in black market. Okay. Initially in online it is 3,000, but now in black market ticket price is 4,000. Okay. Now see, and now you cannot afford 4,000 to buy the ticket. What to do next? What do they would do next? You try to find some contacts and you wanted to talk to event manager. Okay. Imagine that you really got a chance to talk to that event manager and explain your situation. Okay. So now you try to find some contacts of event manager and have a close discussions with him and ask him to give you a ticket for initially quoted price, which is just 3,000. Okay. The current price in black market is 4,000, but you wanted to buy the ticket for 3,000 only. Okay. So imagine that event manager gave you a written letter saying that please give him a ticket for 3,000 and signed by the manager of the event. Okay. Imagine that you got that recommendation letter saying that this person should be given ticket for 3,000 only. Okay. Now see, because of that letter, you are going to get ticket for 3,000 only, which is it. I mean, the black market price of ticket is 4,000, but you are getting it for 3,000 only because of this letter. So now the value of the letter is 1,000 rupees. Okay. All right. Remember, the value of the letter is 1,000 rupees now. All right. Here, The letter is deriving its value from the ticket price. I repeat, here the letter is deriving its value from ticket price. Initial ticket price is 3000. Ticket value in gray market is 4000. Letter value is 1000, because when the in black market the ticket price is 4000, but you showed that recommend letter to that person and you took the ticket for 3000 only. Because of that letter you got 1000 rupees off, which is nothing but the value of the letter is 1000 rupees. Here value of the letter is 1000 because it is deriving its value from ticket price. Okay, now letter is derivative here and ticket is an underlying asset. Amazing, right? Concept is very simple. In our example, letter is derivative and ticket is underlying asset. Okay, now see, now let's look at the definition of derivative. You will get understand it very easily. Okay, now derivative derives its value from underlying asset. Okay, derivative derives its value from underlying asset. Here letter, which is nothing but derivative, is deriving its value from ticket price, which is an underlying asset. Okay, so let's look at another scenario here. Another scenario. All right, here is the pictorial representation of letter and underlying asset. Ticket, letter as a derivative, because you got this recommendation letter from the manager, which is having, you show that, you showed the letter to that person and you got the ticket for 3000 only. And this letter value is 1000 rupees. Okay. And yeah, the letter can be called as derivative and ticket is an underlying asset. Because the ticket price is 4000, letter is carrying 1000 rupees value. For example, imagine in the black market, if that black market people are charging 5000 for the ticket, then what will be the value of the letter? The value of the letter will be 2000, because when when the price of the ticket in black market is 4000, you are getting it for 3000 because the letter is having 1000 rupee value. When ticket value in black market is 6000, when you go to them and show them that I got a recommendation letter from the manager, so you should be selling it to me for 3000 only. Okay, now irrespective of ticket, irrespective of ticket price in black market, you're gonna get the ticket for 3000 only, because the more okay, so letter carries the value. Letter is a derivative here. It will derive its value from ticket only. So if ticket price increases, letter price also increases. I repeat, if the ticket price goes to 5 or 6000, then letter value also goes to 2 or 3000. When it's 4000, letter value is 1000. Okay. When the ticket price is 10,000, after showing this letter, you will get the ticket for 3000 only. So the letter will have the value of 7000. Okay. So here letter is nothing but it is deriving its value from underlying asset. Nothing but underlying asset is nothing but ticket price. If ticket price increases, letter value increases. That's how it works. Okay. All right. Here comes the other scenario. Okay. When the ticket price increased, the letter value increased in previous example. Now what happens if ticket price decreases? Okay, what happens if ticket price decreases? Let's look at that scenario as well. Now see, now, all right, you have visited Goa to buy the tickets on 31st December. Okay, and you found that they are selling the tickets at just 1500 because it's a cloudy day. Oh my god, seriously, it's a real kind of what should I say? It's like a disheartening moment. Imagine what will happen on 31st December if it rains. All party mode will be, the party will be spoiled, right? If it rains. So because of that cloudy day, imagine that it's a cloudy day on 31st December and you found that they're selling the ticket for just 1500 only because it's a cloudy day. Because it's a cloudy day and most of the people are not interested in attending the party and they stayed indoors itself. They didn't came out. They started celebrating in their home itself. Okay, they didn't came out. They didn't came out to attend the party because it's a cloudy day, but you really wanted to attend that event and you try to buy the ticket. The letter is in your pocket and you went there and you saw that the ticket price is 1500 only because it's a cloudy day. Now the value of the letter is zero. The value of the letter is zero here. Why it's zero? Because the manager has written that you should be given ticket for 3000 only. Okay, so now after seeing that they are selling ticket at for 1500, you go and will you go there and show them that I'll be buying for 3000? Will you show them? Will you take your letter from your pocket and show them that no 1500 is very less for me, sell me the ticket for 3000? Will you say that? No, no one does that, right? Because you are getting the ticket for less price, which is just 1500. So you don't use your letter there. I repeat, when the ticket price is going down from 3000, you won't be using your letter there. You won't be taking your letter from your pocket. You won't be showing to that person and asking him to sell ticket for 3000 because they are selling it for 1500 only. Why do you want to pay more and purchase the ticket? No one does that, right? So in this scenario, the price of the letter is 0 rupees. In our previous example, when ticket price increased, letter price also increased. In this example, when ticket price is decreasing, letter doesn't carry any value. Letter price is, it's a zero, round zero. Okay. All right. So the value of the letter here is zero because they are selling the tickets at 1500 only, and you cannot give them that letter and say that you will be buying the ticket at 3000. If someone does so, they can be called as fool. Okay. No one does that. No one will be showing that recommendation letter and buying the ticket for 3000 when they are selling it for 1500. Okay. Now again here, now listen carefully. This point is important. Again here, the value of the letter is being derived from its underlying asset. Now the value of the what is the value of the letter now? It's zero. Why it's zero? Because it is a derivative and it's deriving its value from underlying asset because the ticket price went down from 3000. From 3000 it came to 1500. Ticket price is decreasing here. Letter value becomes a zero, absolutely zero, because imagine instead of imagine if they are selling the ticket price is 2500. Okay, what will you do? Will you show your letter? No, right? You won't be showing your letter and asking them to pay, sell the ticket at 3000. Will you do that? No, right? Because you are getting it for 2500 only, which is even less when compared to online price, which is 3000. So even if it's 2999, the letter value becomes zero. Okay, you won't be using your letter and asking them to sell you the ticket for 3000. No one does that when the ticket is available at less price. So in this scenario, the letter value becomes zero when ticket price is coming down. Okay, even if it falls by 1 point or 1 rupee, the ticket value becomes, the letter value becomes zero. If it's going upward, if the letter price is increasing, I'm so sorry. If ticket price is increasing, letter price will increase. Letter's value will increase. If ticket price is decreasing, letter value will become absolutely zero. Okay. So in this example as well, value of the letter is being derived from its underlying asset, which is nothing but ticket price. Okay. When the ticket is at 4000, letter value is 1000. When the ticket price is at 1500, letter value is having zero. So letter value is absolutely dependent on ticket price. So we call letter as a derivative and ticket as underlying asset. All right. Thus, the value of the letter changes, which changes in the price of the ticket. That's what I explained. Letter does not have its own value. Very important point. Letter won't be having any value. Letter does not have its own value. Okay. Letter value will become zero when the price is coming down, when the ticket price is coming down from 3000. Letter value will increase. Okay. If the ticket price is increasing. If the ticket price increases. Okay. Now, letter is just a contract which gives right to buy the ticket. It's just a contract. If the ticket price is going upward, imagine that if the ticket price went to 8,000 on that event, lot many people showed so much of interest, because imagine that some celebrity is coming to that event and the ticket price increased randomly and it went to 8,000. Because you have the recommendation letter, you will get it for 3,000 only. Now what will be the value of the letter? The value of the letter is 5,000 here, because ticket price is at 8,000, but you got the ticket at 3,000 only because of this recommendation letter. Now the value of the letter is 5,000 in this example. Because of the cloudy day or some other thing, if the ticket value comes down, letter value becomes absolutely zero. Okay, so it's letter is just a contract. It does not have any value. Letter gonna get its value. Letter is deriving its value from the ticket only. Ticket is nothing but underlying asset in our example. Okay. All right. What is derivative contract? Simple. Letter is just a contract here, which gives right to buy the ticket. That's it. Okay. So derivatives have expiration day. I repeat, this is an important point. Derivatives have expiration date. What is an expiration date? Simple. Imagine that it's January 5th now. Okay. Party is on December 31st. Imagine that today is January 5. Do you go to Goa? Do you go to Goa and do you really try to show that letter to that ticket sellers? Do you really do that? No, right? Because the party ended on December 31st. The party has already happened. So after December 31st, there won't be any value for your letter. Again, the value of the letter is absolutely zero after December 31st, because party is on December 31st. The letter value the expiration date for that letter will be 31st December only. Imagine after 31st December, on January 2nd or 5th or February 1st or February 10th, if you go to Goa and show them that you have the recommendation to buy the ticket for 3,000 only, will they consider your letter? No, right? Because that recommendation letter is only for party on 31st December night. Okay. So after 31st December, the value of the letter is absolutely zero. That's the expiration date. 31st December is the expiration date. Okay. So derivatives have expiration date. Derivative is nothing but derivative is letter in our value, in our example. Okay. And expiration date is 31st December. After 31st December, the value of the letter becomes absolutely zero. Okay. You cannot show them your letter and ask them to buy the ticket, because there won't be any event happening after 31st December. How would you ask them to sell the tickets for event which is not happening? Okay. So the value of the letter becomes absolutely zero after 31st December. Here that in our example, 31st December is expiration date. Okay. And after 31st December, the value of the letter or derivative is absolutely zero. All right. Now let's come to some real life examples. Okay. Now see, crude oil is an underlying asset for petrol and diesel. True, right? This is real time example. You use bike or car, some other vehicle. You draw. I mean, you know the price of petrol and diesel varies. Okay, a few times it comes down, few times it goes up. Okay, so the value of the petrol and diesel will they are dependent on the value of crude oil. Okay, it's simple. If the crude oil price increases, the price of petrol and diesel also increases. That's how it is. In our example, in this example, petrol and diesel are derivatives, because petrol and diesel are deriving its value from underlying asset, which is crude oil. I repeat, petrol and diesel are deriving its value from its underlying asset, which is crude oil. Okay. So in this example, petrol and diesel are derivatives and crude oil is underlying asset. Similar example. Okay. Milk is an underlying asset for butter and cheese. Butter, cheese, curd, etc. Okay. So the price of the curd increases if the price of the milk increases, right? People will sell curd for 500 rupees if the price of the milk is 400 rupees. Imagine. Okay. What if the price of the milk goes to 800? the curd of the, I mean, the price of the curd will also increase, right? They'll sell the curd for 900 or some thousand. Okay? It's similar. So in this example, milk is an underlying asset for butter, curd, etc. Okay. All right. Types of derivatives. There are 4 different types of derivatives. Okay. So what are those 4? All right. These are those 4 types of derivatives. So the first type of derivative is forwards. We call it as forwards, forward or forwards. Okay. And the second type of derivative is futures. And third type of derivative is options. And fourth type of derivative is swaps. I repeat, there are 4 types of derivatives. First thing is forwards, second thing is futures, third thing is options, and fourth thing is swaps. Among these, we only trade on futures and options. I repeat, there are 4 different types of derivatives, but we trade on only 2 types of derivatives, which are nothing but futures and options. Okay, we don't trade on forwards and swaps. Okay, I'm going to explain you why don't we trade on forwards and options and why only we trade on futures and options in later sessions. Okay, that's all part of later sessions. So for now, these are 4 different types of derivatives, and we're going to trade on only on futures and options. We are not going to trade on forwards and swaps. Okay, I'll be explaining you the reasons for why we are trading and why we are not trading on forwards and swaps and why we are trading only in futures and options. Okay, I'm going to explain them. I'm going to explain about all these 4 types of derivatives in later sessions. Okay. All right, guys. So if you guys are really clear with what is a derivative and what are the different types of derivatives and what is expiration date, and de- definition of derivative is very simple, right? It will be deriving its value from the underlying asset. It's simple. Petrol and diesel are deriving its value from crude oil. Okay. Curd, butter, cheese, etc. are deriving its value from underlying asset, which is nothing but milk. In our party example, New Year party example, letter is deriving its value from underlying asset, which is nothing but ticket. If the ticket price increases, value of the letter increases. If ticket price decreases, letter value goes to 0. Okay. An expiration date. After 31st December, you cannot show that letter and ask them to sell you the ticket. You cannot do that because after 31st December, the value of the letter is 0 because there won't be any event. I mean, you got that recommendation letter for event which is happening on 31st December only. You cannot show your letter and ask them to sell the ticket for party which is not happening, for the event which is not happening. Okay. So concept of derivative is pretty simple. So I'm expecting that you guys are very clear and you guys are, you guys got what was taught till now. Okay. So if that's so, if you like my explanation, if you're very clear with derivative and the concept of derivative, please like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you all. Thanks a lot.